All right. Guys, welcome to the show. How's everyone doing? Everyone hopefully is keeping well. There's a few bits and bobs I wanted to talk about today, basically. In the what I've seen on the charts, basically. There are some fascinating stuff, and I thought it would be wise to talk about it at least show you a rough estimation, right? So this is going to be a little bit of a hypothesis, right, of what I'm seeing. So we know that this is a possibility that we might have to accept if it does come. And someone's asking, can I post the link on YouTube? Bro, the link is live on YouTube already. So I'm not sure who that was. Can you post the link? Yeah, so sorry, I already did that. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Anyway, so yeah, there's a few guys who just want to join in, guys. So if you're new to the channel, let me just explain a little bit about myself. I do charts completely different to any other channel you're going to see. I'm not there just to kind of take these charts, show you something today. For example, I draw something. I'll just give you a good example of this. Let's find a good one. Let's find this one for you. Right, so for example, I'm on this chart today. I draw something here, and then tomorrow I decide to take it off because I want to show you something different. These are not continuous charts. A chart, as you can see, continues. So should we. So what I do because of that is I actually have charts like this, right, which are really messy, but I'll explain in a little bit why they're like this. Because these are continuation charts. We're tracking it from a very long time. Of course, at some point we will change the data. For now, we need to continue. These are continuation patterns. This is how we're able to see what's going on in the market. And I explain a little bit more about that. But what I wanted to do was bring you down here first, right? So today's subject, as you've probably seen the title, all right. Yes, bro, I'm going to get into that. Let me finish this segment and then I'll do the questions. Yeah. So what we're doing is what we want to talk about is Bitcoin out of danger? Now that we've seen how it's pumping and everything, is it actually out of danger? Is the whole bearishness and everything over? This is what I want to talk about. So because all of a sudden, I mean, we've had this, right? And this technically, right, so this was a bottom, that is fine. This is a bottom, this is a bottom. Technically you can call this 1 2 3 a triple bottom, technically, right? That's what I'm gonna say. It's a very technical pattern, right? But a triple bottom itself has more to it, right? So we're going to talk about some of this stuff, right? This is insane stuff that I'm seeing. So what I'll do is I'll move on to that chart. So this is an empty chart. All I did was draw a few boxes here, and I do this for a reason. But let's have a look and find our triple bottom and then move on to this. So this is on a weekly. So you can see 1 2 3 on a weekly, right? So let's do this and let's see what a triple bottom looks like and what are we expecting and where the neckline should be, right? Very simple. So what we want to do is, number one, we're going to take a line and we're going to take a horizontal ray and drop this horizontal ray here, right? Just very simple. So we're going to get it on these lines. So we've got 1 2 3 points. Now what we want to do is we want to go and find, give me a second, let me get a drawing tool. Don't have one here, so that's fine. Okay, no worries. I'm going to draw it with this, right? So what we see here is we've had this drop where the bears are in control. Come back here, we've had this drop, right? And then we've had this currently, right? So technically, so what we're looking at is we see this pattern. Let me spread this pattern so you can see better as well. So we've had this is where the bears were controlled. Bears, totally controlled. The bulls took some control, but we came down again, right? Bulls tried to pick it up again, we came down again, and we're here. So what do we see as a neckline? So currently the neckline is actually the body. We don't want to use a candle, right? In fact, what I'm going to do, just so I don't use the candles, so you understand, I'm going to activate a line chart, right? So that way you can see the actual data, right, where the bottom would be. So let's get rid of this as well, right? So if you look at this without the noise, you can see that here you have the noise where it brings it back down here. This was the low. This was not a close. This was a close, right? This was a close. So because these bodies were the close here, this was our first lower low technically, right? So this is our first lower low, and this was our first lower. So this is the body, right? So we're going to go back into the line chart just to activate all of this stuff, just to show you what we're looking at, right? So without the noise, right? So if we do put this here, that's our first bottom, second bottom, and we can now call it our third bottom here, right? So when we have a pattern like this, right? So we've got a pattern like this, right? So where is it? Let me see if I can find something. Oh, there it is. Let me try and use this for you. So what we're trying to look for is this. Going like this, right? Got like this, for example, here. Yep, this is it. So what? Ignore this, by the way. This is an opening triangle, so we're going to talk about this later. But I have this level here, so similar like this, and it's upside down, obviously. Let me actually make it right side up. So let's put it like this. Yeah, let's put it here. So what we're looking at is we've got this particular level here, right? This becomes this level, and currently what we've done is we've broken below this, and we've come back to test it. Now, when this pattern shows up, it's actually kind of bearish, if that makes any sense, because what happens is this neckline has to be broken. So this specific neckline, as you can see here, and let's make it larger for you, right? Make it larger so you understand. And remember, we're doing it on a weekly. We can move on to the dailies in a bit, but I just wanted to show you this on a bigger picture, show you how this neckline works, right? Let me bring something else. So I wanted to show you how this neckline works. So here, so we've got this. This is the point. So this is the point of resistance right now. So normally in traditional markets, what a lot of people would be doing, a lot of bears would be doing, they'll actually have a short order here because they know that they can bring the market down up to this level here. Right? Does that make any sense to you? Because this is what a lot of people don't see when you're looking at charts with noise, right? Right? You're not seeing where the actual data point ends. Yes, the market went down up to here. This is a story. This is the fact, right? So the body of the candle is the fact. The wick of the candle is just a story. We can just see who done what. Here we can see, oh, the bulls came in.